I stand here today honored to have been Ben Hook's friend, mentee, and mayor. Our hearts are extended to you, Ms. Hooks, and the entire family during this hour of grief. And on behalf of the citizens of the city of Memphis, I welcome and honor those who have traveled from both near and afar to be here at this moment. Ms. Hooks, we know you lost your husband, but you know we lost our hero. As I considered Dr. Hook's legacy and its larger significance, it occurred to me that many of our great leaders in our history who have advanced the cause of civil and human rights often fit a particular profile. There's usually some area or some approach that they take in that one area that has a profound and lasting impact. But when it comes to Dr. Benjamin Hooks, he escapes a particular category. Social commentator, maybe so. Organizational and community leader, yes. Governmental and an elected official, fighting for injustice everywhere. An empowered role model who just by his very presence and dignified actions and great accomplishments crushed any notion of inferiority. And don't forget that special category of preachers, ministers who use the power of the pulpit to not only share the gospel of Jesus, but the epistles of social justice and the commandments of compassion for all. But for Dr. Benjamin Hooks, he wasn't confined by any one or two or three of these roles. He occupied them all. He was a judge, he was an author, he was a governmental official, theologian, broadcaster, and a soldier. He had courage like Martin, the scholarship of W.E.B. He could influence lawmakers like Julian Bond. He could bring down the House like Lowry. He could lead a movement like Jesse, rule from the bench with the grace of Thurgood, and inspire an organization like Dorothy Height. He was the Renaissance man of the civil rights movement, a servant leader to the masses. That was Dr. Benjamin Hooks. Now, it may be a little bit difficult to explain to others, but right here in this town, there is a collective pain felt in the very heart of this city with the passing of this human rights icon. Memphis weeps as a community because the Benjamin Hooks story is distinctly Memphis in tone and in setting. Reverend Ben Hooks was one of us. Now, this may not mean much to everyone, but right here in Memphis, we know that we were his and he was ours. And as Dr. Hooks said, we've got to remember how to turn stumbling blocks into stepping stones and march on. And so in spite of this difficulty today, we march on. Life teaches us lessons. The most dazzling, sun-filled days sometimes must give way to black storms and dark clouds. Nights fade, summers come to an end. Our happy times are sometimes punctuated by gloom, and our tears at times erase the subtle smiles from our faces. This is life. It can be bittersweet. This is a bittersweet moment because while we thank God for Dr. Hook's life and legacy, we know how much we'll miss him. We're proud to say that he lived life and helped people along the way until finally he breathed his last breath. But although the story has a bittersweet ending to us, it's a super sweet ending for Dr. Hooks. Because as he exhaled on earth, he inhaled in heaven. He used to be a jurist, but now he's been judged and found guilty of loving God and everybody else. His sentence, a lifetime of peace and joy. He was with the FCC in D.C., but now he's with J.C. in the throne room. He's traded in the wheelchair and the motor scooter for a new glorified body. He left his cane at heaven's coat check, and his Christian conduct grade has resulted in a crown. And all we can say is, Dr. Hooks, we'll miss you, but we'll see you again on the other shore. God bless you, family. We love you.